phone go? Here it is. So, good morning. We are going to get started. All right. Cats and cows will get us started and we'll continue. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Continue on from there. So, starting on the ground, hands and knees for cats and cows. And today you're going to want some weights, working up to a heavier weight for deadlifts. And then switching back to moderate weights for the rest of the day. Good. Make sure, good, and cats and cows, tailbone up, chin up, shoulders go back and down. And then when we reverse it, pushing through the shoulder blades, chin to your chest. All right, let's take it from there into a bird dog, reaching your right arm, left foot, level those hips, left arm, right foot. Keep the hips level and keep alternating sides. Nice and control, just steady and slow. And good, finishing that up. Let's take that right leg out to the right or on all fours, hip rocks, just rocking back and forth, finding that inner thigh stretch. Flex your foot, make sure your toes are right in front of your heel. Good. And you could tuck your other toes underneath for more toe stretch. Ooh, switching sides. Go ahead and switch. Good, just rocking it back and forth. Put your sole on the ground though, because there you go. Rocking it back and forth. And release. And let's curl all 10 toes underneath. Push your hips back and up into downward facing dog where you pedal your heels one at a time. See if you can spread your toes. Ooh. And from here, we're going to take it into a plank. Come on forward into that plank. And then you can bring your knees down or lower all the way to your belly. Knees down to the belly or lower. Good. Arms out like a T. Good. Squeeze through those glutes all the way through your shoulders, lifting and lowering those thumbs. Good, good, good. Squeezing right between the shoulder blades. How's this feel in your shoulder? Okay. If for any reason this doesn't feel good, you could always bring your hands down at your side and squeeze down there. All right, just giving you an alternate. Could you bring this to a Y, like the YMCA? A little bit less movement, a little bit harder. 3, 2, and 1. Let's flip it onto your side for the side bridge. So lining yourself up on the edge of your mat from your fist and your knees. We're going to bridge on the knees. Come on up. Good. Make sure that top hip is pointing up. You're not rotating back. And now squeeze those glutes really hard. If you want to kick it up a notch, you could always just bring it to the regular plank. If that felt too easy on the bridge. 3, 2, and switch sides. All right, and again, focusing on those glutes, squeezing those hips up and forwards, pressing into the ground, lining those knees up with the fists so you got that nice kind of angle. Hips up and forward. Can you bring those hips a little more forward? 3. Good, tuck that tailbone 2. And 1, bring it on down. So mom, when you're kind of still here, so we want to push all the way forward.
Yeah, I was too far out.
Okay.
At the beginning, it steps up too far.
All right, finish it up. Yeah. There you go. Bring it all the way back down. Take it to your back. We'll come into a moving glute bridge. Waking up those hips, just up and down, nice and steady. Bring those heels in front of your hips. Toes face forwards, not in or out. And the main goal here is to squeeze those hips up high. with your glutes, not your back. And a couple more. And then we're going to transition to a 2 up, 1 down bridge. So scoot your feet together, knees together. Push both feet into the ground, lift up. Lift one foot up off the ground and lower down. Both feet to the ground, push it up. Lift the other leg up, lower it down. And the addition of taking away the leg, we want you to keep the hips level. Really strong through those glutes. Keep going. And good, 2 more. Last one. And staying on your back. Let's bring those knees up to tabletop. Hands are still by your side. Feet are up, knees are up. And now squeeze that lower back into the ground. And let's tap those toes to the ground one at a time. Anchoring that lower back, rib cage, all the way down. Tapping one toe to the ground at a time. Good. So I want your core stable as a rock while your legs are moving around it. And 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Ooh. All right. As we stand it on up, let's take it up to tapping feet hip width apart and tapping one hand to opposite shoulder for some good mornings. All right. So bringing those feet hip or mat distance apart and sending the weight back into your feet. Back into your heels, hip hinge. Press that ground away, stand it right back up. So hip hinge, press it away. Good. And if this feels okay, keep going. If you want more challenge, you bring your hands kind of to your ears, squeeze those shoulders back, adding that shoulder challenge for 5 more. 4, good. Weight way back in those heels, bending those knees. Squeeze those shoulders again, last one. And rest. Good, let's go ahead and take it into a twist. Just across. How's everyone feeling? Good. Keeping it going, grabbing that twist. All right, taking it back to center. All right, let's take it one leg, tightrope again. Lean onto the balls of your feet, and then arm circles forward, palms face down. Arm circles forwards. This pulls a little bit much over. Interesting. All right, and then coming back to center, switch legs, palms up, and let's go backwards. Leaning onto the balls of your feet. Good, squeeze between those shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's take it into a final line right here. Step back lunge into a knee hug, and then switch sides. Step it back lunge, knee hug, switch sides. All right, feeling nice and warm. So as we get started with our first set, we're going to take 4 rounds of 5 deadlifts. And if your back hurts at all, just do glute bridges instead. And use the weights. Instead of holding them, you'll have them across your hip crease. All right, last one. All right, and then we'll start with moderate, an easier weight, so you're warming up, and then we'll take it into the harder weight, and you're welcome there. All right. Good. So it's kind of a warm-up set. I've only got the one, but we'll bring it up. So as we're coming into deadlifts today, we're going to squeeze those shoulders back and down, so you're really active. Hands, palms against your thighs. Yep, because we're painting those thighs. So squeezing shoulders back. We're going to, again, just like a warm-up. So send your weight into your heels, flat lower back. Find about those knees, and then press the ground away. Good. Squeeze that belly button tight. Press the ground away. Great. Keep your chin aligned with your spine. So we're not yanking up 2 more. Last one. And go ahead and set it down. We're going to go into 5 jumps. Now this could be starting as like a jump jack. You could take it into a jump rope for 5, or we could come into the squat hop for 5. So wherever you feel comfortable, that's from easiest to most challenging. We're going to do 5 of those. So go ahead and get started. Here we go. So I'll do 2. I'll just do 2 of each. So you got it? Ready? Mm-hmm. All right. Pick what you want. Good. You can do jump jacks. You can do jump ropes. Yep. You can do squat jumps. And 5. Okay. We're going to take it to a twist. Come on back. What are you doing?
I'm jumping around.
Let's do a twist. All right. See if you can get your head all the way back, reaching far, twisting through those hips and the shoulders. Good. Big twist, looking all the way around. Feeling good, hopefully loosening up. And then let's take it back to center. Change your weights, maybe bring it just up a pound or 2 or 5, whatever you use the next step up for you. And we're going to go again. So round 2 of 4. Do you want to use these, Dad? Okay. All right. Great form. As last time, so it's really make a point of squeezing those shoulders back and painting those thighs. So as your hip hinge, really pushing those weights back and then stepping up. Good. Hinge, weight in the heels, press it back up. Good. Hinge. Flat lower back. As you warm up, you might go down farther. It's not really about how far you go. It's about that form. That was it. Number 5. Good. So it's about, squeezing those shoulders back. Next up, your choice. So 5, either jump jacks, jump ropes, or squat jumps. All right. 5. Woo. You got it. All right. This time, let's take it to cats and cows for our stretch. So come on down. Cats and cows, just like in the beginning in our warm-up. Good. Cats and cows. Tucking that tailbone, tucking the chin all the way down. You can even rock a little back. Find that lower back stretch, maybe side to side. Spend some time. Good. Really, with deadlifts, it's so important to be really strong in the torso and those lower abdominals. All right, go ahead and make your way back up. Okay, coming back to round 3, this will be your maximum weight. All right. And same thing here, so we're going to squeeze those shoulders back. And all right, feet hip width apart, and let's go for those 5. Hinge, press away, squeezing those glutes, strong tushies. Good, good, good. 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Good work. Okay. 5 hops of your choice. You go for those squat hops. And rest. All right, let's take it back to the twist. Twisting across and across. So loosening through. Think about from that tailbone all the way through the neck. Trying to wring like a washcloth, twisting, gently wringing. I don't want to go shearing anything off. Good. Turning that head as well. Looking all the way across. Finding where you feel you need that stretch more. Maybe the back, maybe it's the front of your body. All right, a couple more. And rest. All right. One more to go. Your maximum deadlifting weights. Okay, come on over. Always start with rolling those shoulders back. So you're really active through those shoulders, painting those thighs. Good, and come on down, nice and steady. You press it up fast if you want, but really strong in that torso. Squeeze that belly to the back wall. Good. And number 5. And then set it on down. So really strong through those glutes as you squeeze the ground away from you. And then we're taking that, putting it right into a little bit of power with those hops. All right, ready. And let's begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and then finally, cats and cows for the last stretch here. Is this okay?
Yep.
And taking the time, tucking that tailbone, finding that lower back stretch, tucking your chin, getting through the shoulders, and then happy cows. Tailbone up, chin up. How we doing?
Very good.
Good. Finalize. Good. As we continue to build strength and gaining more ability to push weight in those deadlifts, just being really adamant about getting that core strength higher as well. All right, let's finish that. And we'll take it up. Now here's where you want to switch out those weights to moderate. So moderate weight for you. Okay. What are you going to use and what are you not using?
I'm not using
You want to use the 8?
Okay, yeah, I'll just use that. Okay. So, there, now you can see it. We're going to come into a couple options with these rows. So this is all about your back and how it feels. More challenging is in that hip hinge position again. We just did, right? So deadlift position, hands right in front of those thighs. We're going to row, kick back, and bring it all the way back down. Now, strong torso. We're just doing demo here, so just try it out. Strong torso. So we don't want to let that belly go, okay? And we want to keep it strong. If you feel any low back twinges, split the legs. That keeps our hips level, and you can continue doing the same thing. Okay. Second exercise will be a split squat. So with hands by your side, squeezing those shoulders back. One leg forward, one leg back. Most importantly, make sure they're hip distance apart. And that all 10 toes face forward, so they're not out. Good. Yep. And then we're going to come down and up 5 times on the one leg. Take a look down at your front leg. Make sure that's right over your foot. And then we'll switch and do the other side. All right, we're just demoing here. Finally, we're going to go overhead. So I want you to, again, take one foot slightly forward. It's like a little walking step. Hands to those shoulders. Elbows squeeze in. All right. From here, we're going to look and alternate one and then the other. Not good?
It's okay.
Can you bring this elbow in front of your shoulder? Yeah. Okay, and that's it. We're going to alternate arms. So 3 on one side, 3 with one leg forward, 3 with the other leg forward, so 6 total. Then you get to put the weights down, and we'll start over again. We'll take a quick break. Any questions? Do you need an alternate for the overhead?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do feet or thumb to thumb or bell to bell, and let's do feet slightly off center. Good, and then lift, and then right back down. Lift with that elbow high. Elbow high.
Okay.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Okay. Good. All right, finishing that off. So first one, row with the kick back. So feet hip width apart or split, your choice. And we're gonna come on. Ready? Hip hinge, begin. Row, kick it back, back down. Really belly button tight all the way to the back wall. Weight in those heels. Knees are soft. Good. How's this on the shoulder? Good. We got 5 more. Keep those elbows tight to those ribs. 4 more. Good. 3 more. 2. Last 1. And stand it all the way up. Okay. We're going to go into that split squat. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Make sure they're hip distance apart. All 10 toes face forward so that back heel is lifted. There you go. We're going to come on down. So straight down and up. Nice. Keep it tall. We're doing 5, so we got 1 more. And just switching sides. Other legs forward, nice and tall. And begin. Nice. Trying to get that back knee towards the ground. Good. 4 and 5. Stand it on up. And then we're getting overhead or upright rows. So again, I'll show you the first one. I'll show you overheads. All right, ready? Here we go. 3, 3. Squeezing those elbows in. 2, 2, 1, 1. The other side I'll show you is those upright rows. Leading with the elbows. Good. And 3. And rest. Okay, take a 30-second break here. Grab a quick drink. Excellent. And heading on back. So adjusting your weights if you feel like you need to. If they were too easy or too hard. We're going to go, again, moderate weight for those row to kickbacks. Here we go, round 2 of 3 today. So again, feet nice and wide. Weight in those heels. All right, and hands right in front of those thighs. Here we go. Elbows right by the ribs. Row, kick it back. Good. Really squeezing that lower belly. Weight in the heels. 4. We're halfway. Good. We're at number 8. Elbows tight. Bring them in tighter. 9. And good. No shrugging. Just keep it low and pushing it back. Stand it up. We'll transition to those. Here we go. Split squats. So feet hip width apart. And let's see those shoulders stacked over those hips as we lower it. Raise and lower. 5. Good. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Switching sides. Whoop. A little bit. Nice wide legs. So bringing that back knee. Good. Make sure get all 10 toes face forwards. Terry. And 5. Good. Finally, overheads or upright rows, you pick. Ready. Begin. We're going to do 3 with 1 foot forward. Okay. And then 3 with the other foot forward. If this hurts at all, just go back to upright rows. Nice. Keeping that head still and down. All right. Taking a quick break. Little stretch here. And take that right arm across the chest. Just nice and small. Couple things, excuse me, about the overheads. I'm seeing some chicken winging, so I want you to bring it back in front of those elbows and right in front of the shoulders. It's like you're squeezing. Good. Little stretch. This feels good. Yeah. Okay, we got 1 more round. Do we need any alternates? Feeling okay? Okay. And all right, find those weights one last time. Great job staying strong in that torso, that hip hinge position. Okay, so that still work, just holding this. Yeah, there we go. Row, kick back. Long neck, so we're not maybe arching our neck forward. We're looking down. Elbows tight by those ribs. Good. 5, 6. Good. Weight in the heels, belly tighter. Can you send your hips back any farther? Woo. 9. Tighten up those elbows. And 10. Stand it on up. Setting up into our split squats. Feet hip width apart. All 10 toes face forward. Get your back leg there. Come on. There you go. And there. Good. 2. Watch that front knee. Woo. 4. And 5. Switching sides. Again, all 10 toes face forwards. I know it probably feels weird because you've been doing it.
My left foot wants to always
It's your hips.
go out.
It's not your foot's problem, it's your hips.
Yes.
Train them. Come on. Last one. Down, up, and squeeze. And overhead or upright rows. Last time. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Here we go. 2. 3. Good. 4. Oops, we're supposed to do 3. Switch sides. 2. And 3. 3. Set it on down. Now you're gonna need one lightweight or object for the next set. Ooh. Good, good, good. Grab a drink. Okay. And yeah, so I'll grab the shoulder to feet. You guys can share 1 5 each. Okay. So lightweight. Now we're gonna just do a quick demonstration, then we'll actually do the efforts. We're gonna do 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest in between. We're gonna start on the ground. I think we're gonna start on the ground. So I'll go through all 6 so you can watch. First is our hollow hold. So kind of like a dead bug, but we're not moving. We're holding. So we're on our back, squeezing that lower back to the ground. And then, so this would be starting spot. Trying to keep your shoulders off the ground. If that hurts your neck, just hold it with your hand. You go ahead. Next challenge would be feet up to the ceiling straight. Already starting to feel that. If you want more challenge, you can bring your fingers farther or your hands farther. That's the hollow hold. So we'll start here, and then you can decide where you want to end. Okay, if you need to rest at any point, just take a rest. Second end is where we're going to use that weight. All right, we're going to sit tall on those sit bones, scooping that belly out, and we're going to do the alphabet in capital letters. So straighten out those arms. We're going to go A, B. Okay, so you're twisting from the shoulders and the core. C. Okay, D. If that weight doesn't feel good, just clap your hands together. Same thing. So A, right, B. But we're maintaining that hold. So we're scooping that belly and you're on your sit bones, but we're not like overly rounding, okay? Third thing, we're gonna take it up to, down to single bridge. So we're gonna, like we did in warm up, 2 feet up, 1 leg down. 2 feet up, squeeze that glute, squeeze that belly, 1 leg down, okay? So we did that in warm up, we're gonna hit it again. Then we're gonna head up to a plank with taps. So on your hands and knees or toes, and shoulder tap, good, shoulder tap, and then you can do toe tap, toe tap. All right, but really avoid having those hips up here. I want those hands under the shoulders and hips level with the shoulders. Then we'll stand up and we have an airplane hold. So we're gonna hold that airplane for 30 seconds and then we'll switch sides, hold the airplane for 30 seconds.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've had trouble with putting all my weight on my, when we do those taps.
Oh, yeah.
Shoulder. Do you have an
Let's
alternative?
just do just toe taps.
Okay.
Mid arms. Yep. Okay. Starting on the ground. Hollow hold on your back. Timer is coming out.
Oh, good.
And yeah, you don't want me counting it out. I might forget where I am. All right, ready and begin. So starting in that knees up, hands up, shoulders off the ground. Squeezing that lower back in the ground. You could straighten your legs towards the top if you want more challenge. You could lower your heels slightly, but maintain that low back on the ground. You could raise your hands above your head. I think that's hard. 5 seconds. And rest. Good. Staying on the ground, grab your weight or just clap your hands together. This is why I want it to be light, not a heavy weight. Sitting it up, leaning it back, and ABC time. A, B. Good. C, D, E. If your knees are in the way, just straighten them out a little bit more. F, G, H, J. 3 seconds. K, and rest. Whew.
Good thing you're not really checking my handwriting.
All right, bridges on your back. Squeezing up, ready, begin. Squeeze it up, take 1 foot away, bring it back down. If you want more challenge, bring your arms out like a T, palms up. Takes away some of that support for your core. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze your tummy. Can't see. All body over here. 3, 2, and rest. All right. To the plank with toe taps and shoulder taps if you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Plank with taps. Tap. Good, good. And there's no, keep it steady and stable. Maybe reset in between each. It doesn't need to be fast. 4, 3, 2, 1. Making your way to your feet. And right into airplane. Ready, set, begin. Squeezing those backs of the hands to the ceiling. Back heel to the wall. Like you're pushing the wall back. And everything's firing from that big toe all the way up towards your neck. 5 seconds. And rest. Woo! Switching sides, we'll shake it out. Ready, begin. Finding that balance. And always start low and slow. And then as you feel confident, you could take it deeper. But just like the deadlift, it's not about how far you go. It's about holding. It's about core strength. Good. Squeeze the back of those hands to the ceiling. Big toe, small toe, heel into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Stand it on up. Take it back down one last time. To the hollow hold. Hollow. 3, 2, begin. Sending it back. So you can start with all fours. Knees up, hands up. You You can send those legs long. You can raise those arms behind your head or hold your head. One more time, squeeze that lower back to the ground. Push that lower back. The coffee maker. And rest. Woo! Next up is our ABCs. Here we go. And yeah, if it's too much, like if you're feeling like you have bad handwriting, then you just clap your hands together. Good.
That's not going to improve much.
Try to really accentuate that ABCs with turning your shoulders. It's hard to do this and do the alphabet. Good. 3, 2, 1, rest. Back to your back 4 bridges. 2 feet as you bridge up, 1 foot on the way down. And ready. Begin. It's good to have feet together, knees together. All 10 toes facing forwards. If you want more challenge, bring your arms out like a T, palms up. If you're struggling with staying stable, bring your hands down and push into the ground. Really squeeze through those glutes. Come on, let's finish it up. 3, 2, and rest. All right, come into our plank for the last time. 3, 2, 1, begin. Into plank taps, hands over those wrists. Shoulders over those wrists. Doesn't need to be fast. Slow it down if you need to. More important is the plank position. Is your shoulder okay? Or no?
It's
Okay. You don't have to kick like a showgirl. You just do a couple inches. Rest. Come on up. All right. Airplanes. Get set. Begin. Starting low and slow. Good, good, good. Reach that foot. Squeeze those hands a little higher. 10 seconds.
Looks like you're coming into a crash landing.
I know. Rest. Same thing other side. This is it. 3, 2, 1. Begin. So grabbing the ground with your big toe, small toe. Working that arch. Good, good. Squeezing those arms back. Three, 2, and 1. Done and done. Let's cool it down. Staying up on your feet. Stop. It says it's still running. Oh, we'll see if it is. Okay, let's stay up on your feet, starting with a big step backwards. Here we go. And tuck that tailbone. Woo. Good. So tuck that tailbone, and we're going to slowly lower down just an inch or two, and then press that back knee straight. Good. And then release. Come back up on your toe. Start the whole process again. Tuck the tailbone, sink it down, press it straight. And then release one more time. So it's up on that toe, tuck that tailbone, big stretch across. Good. Sink it down. Press that knee straight. Switching sides. And same thing. So tuck tailbone, sink it a little bit. Press it to straight. Ooh. And a couple more. Tuck that tailbone. Breast straight. You feeling a stretch? Yeah, calf stretch. Big stretch across the top of the thighs. Straight. And release. And let's switch legs again. And this time you're going to step on that back leg. So I guess kind of a walking step forward, heel down. Hands to your hips. So we're stepping mostly on this leg. And we're just going to hinge. And up. Good. And hinge. Just feeling that stretch in the back of the front knee or leg. Good. And then switch sides, same thing. Hinge. Good. Try to keep the hips level so you're not dipping and diving. Keeping them level. And maybe don't lock the knee. It can be a little soft. Okay, now we're going to do it kind of moving. So same idea, but now we're going to take those hands and just kind of scoop and then switch. Doesn't need to be fast. Just working those. You get to feel that hamstring stretch. What about your low back? Are we good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, finishing that off that side. Finish it off on this side. All right, good. Let's take feet super wide. Good, toes pointing out this time. And then let's take your hands to the inner knee. So you're kind of like, isn't this like shortstop? All right, from here, you're gonna kind of push those knees out, bring the hips lower. So you might feel that inner thigh stretch. And then let's dip that left shoulder to the center, look over your right. Back to center, dip the other shoulder. Good. See if you can straighten those arms. So you're just really pushing those legs. You can bring your hips lower if you want to. Big stretch. And release. Good. Come on back up. And let's take left arm across the chest, pull it with the right. And then same thing on the other side. Good, good, good. Let's take right arm behind the, well, left arm behind the head. Grab your elbow. And just kind of hold. Try to keep the head stable so you're not, jerking around. Switching sides, same thing. And release. All right, we'll call it a morning.
Thank you.